Well, to say that we're 40 years old is quite remarkable. We're so grateful that so many of you could be with us today. It's a wonderful thing that 40 years seems like a long time, doesn't it? And yet it's like a blink. Well, it was very exciting the day that we opened the office. It was on an office building on the corner of Gay Street and Walnut. I believe we had about 15 to 20 women that had already volunteered and have gone through the training. And so when we opened, we were fully staffed, and we had all the things that we needed for an office. We begged people, but we had donations of desks and refrigerators and everything that we needed was there. So the community really supported us right from the very beginning. And at that point, we had enough seed money to pay our rent for a year, believe it or not. And we never looked back. We really did believe in our hearts that if the Lord wanted us to be there, we would be there and we would flourish, and that's exactly what happened. It opened and the woman came right away. I just remember one of the clients that had come in many years ago, and she was a young woman and she really wanted to have her baby, and her parents really were not supportive, and but she was so determined, and it really struck me by her determination and her love for her baby already. And so we worked with her over, a period of time, and we ended up talking with her mom and dad, and before you knew it, she was, well entrenched in her pregnancy, and her family became really very supportive, and we kept in touch with them for quite a while, and believe it or not, I still see her and her child, who is now I believe he's 32, and he's a beautiful, handsome boy, and it's wonderful to see that growth in her. And she ended up getting married to a wonderful guy, and who took the son in and adopted him, and it became his son. And it was just a wonderful story of something, how blessed they were, how God had blessed that whole situation. And her mother and father were so delighted to be grandparents to this wonderful little guy that she bore, and it was a great gift. It was a gift to all of us in Birthright at that time to know that story. Nothing could happen in Birthright without the support of the community, and I have to start with the counselors, because that's where I think our lifeblood is. The first group of counselors were wonderful women, and the group of counselors that we have now are wonderful women. We have been so blessed with the women that have volunteered in the office to guide the pregnant girls and women through their pregnancies. They are so loving and so compassionate that without them, Birthright wouldn't even exist. And so very, very grateful for all those that have volunteered over the years. 40 years of women that kept the office open and going. It's just absolutely remarkable.
I've been here at Birthright in the West Chester office for over 20 years. I got involved when my son was very young, and I recognized a real need for women who were struggling in a pregnancy that they were unprepared for, that needed help and that didn't have help, maybe within their family or within their support group. And Birthright was definitely a place that I felt comfortable being associated and involved with, that truly cared about the woman, cared about their families, and cared about where they were going.
You can see the miracle in it, because people wouldn't believe that an organization who is a nonprofit, who does not pay anybody at that time, and those counselors just kept on coming, kept on loving, kept on supporting, compassionate, wonderful, wonderful people. And I was privileged to be a part of them. It's a beautiful reflection of God's love for His people. Our office couldn't exist without our donors. Such generosity from West Chester and the community of Chester County has been unbelievable. Never once in 40 years had we ever been concerned about finances. And what a blessing that is. Because if you're worried about that, then you're not taking care of the women the way that they should be taken care of. We're very grateful to the Knights of Columbus in West Chester because they ran a spaghetti dinner every year for us. We had a woman, Ann Tolan, right from the very beginning, right from the very start. She sent a check every single month until she passed away. Really generous, supporting people in our community. So wonderful to be a part of that. I mean, and to see that, and to know that the miracle of that happens. We have the resources, we have the women that are dedicated, and all the husbands and the support that they get from their families at home, that they can come into the office and they can do this work and dedicate so much time to the women and babies here at Birthright. So we're very grateful for that support in our own homes, that we get. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do anything. We wouldn't be able to come in and do what we do. So we're very grateful to all you guys out there. So keep on keeping on, We here at Birthright have layettes that we give to newborns for their moms. And they're so precious, all the little items that we give them, and they mean so much to the girls. One of the most special item, I think, is all the handmade items that we get, the handmade little blankets and sweaters and little hats and booties. So we're very grateful to those women that maybe can't come out into the office. And the showers, the baby showers, it's great that we get all of our diapers and clothing given to us from showers, basically, that the churches in the area have. So we're very grateful to the churches and for their support. The pastors really make people aware of who we are and what we're doing. And because of that, people then want to donate or they want to be a counselor because they come to understand the good work that Birthright does. And we would never get anywhere without the prayer support of so many of the churches. I think that's, probably the greatest gift that we have from everyone. We could get, financial support, in different places, but to have the prayer support, because we couldn't do our work in the office if there was not that prayer behind us. And knowing that we're doing what the Lord asked us to do. And we're trying to love the woman the way that Jesus would love. I think it would be hard to believe, if you weren't a part of it, that you could see this miracle happening all the time, right in front of you, and then you get to see the result of those donors and the result of the counselors. You get to see that in the beautiful life that's, born to the women that come up, and the changes in the women that have found, I think for the first time they have been, loved unconditionally, no strings attached, and taken care of and supported. And I think it's meant a great deal to many of the women that have come to us.
So my name is Sadie. I'm 28 years old. I have 2 little boys. I have a 7-year-old little boy named Silas, and then I have a 7-month-old now named Zaven. When I came in, I was greeted with open arms to me and my family. So much support here, and there's so much love. And I feel like, nowadays we're in a world where we're so judged. I don't think I would be able to get through, daily, especially after having Zaven. I don't think I would have been able to get through that without knowing that I could text you the way that I could, or be honest, or know that I could come in and relate with other people who have been through situations similar to mine, if not, worse or better, to being able to give me such a positive outlook to be able to move forward in my life. I need to look up to you guys, as everybody comes from a different situation, and to just being able to look at you guys and look forward to wanting to be like you guys, you know, like knowing that I could be that mom at 35 with my kids, that like, you know, even though I had a financial setback or I had, you know, different things that occurred in my life, that I can still do it. And I think people need that in their life, the inspiration and just the positivity. And I'm just super grateful for you guys, and I'm happy I found you guys. So yeah.
We're trying really to reach out to those women right now that don't even know that we exist but need us. So there's a lot going on in the office right now to revamp the systems so that we can reach out, because where the young women are, where the women are that find themselves in a pregnancy that's unplanned, they're online. They're going to go to Facebook and they're going to go to Instagram, and so that's where we must be. Moving forward, we hope to improve everything in the office so that we're up to date. And we just had a new little office makeover, which is very beautiful, and hopefully it will attract more of the young people and make them feel more comfortable when they come in. The colors are soft and it's welcoming. So that's our goal, that they really feel comfortable coming in and that they want to open up and talk to us, and we can show them who we are, you know. And it's important, you know. We came from a little, you know, two little rooms office on Walnut Street to this beautiful office that we have on High Street now. So we're right in, you know, in the heart of West Chester, and we do attract younger women that walk to school. West Chester University is just right down the road. So we wanted to give a facelift to the office, so that we could better serve them and they would feel more comfortable and more welcomed here at the office. We have a great director right now who is just, she inspires me. And she's probably old enough to be my granddaughter, but she still inspires me because she has some foresight and she knows what's needed, and before it's even needed, which is a great gift. She knows how to reach out to the young women that we can't do without her, you know? So we're very, very grateful that she's with us and very blessed to have her as a director. There's always a need, and we want to be the ones to answer that need. So to say that, will Birthright go on? Yes, it will. And it will because of the counselors that are in the office presently, and the great women that they are, and their love and compassion and their willingness to continue, and because of the donors. The donors have been so wonderful over the years, and I don't see that stopping. We have very, very good support in Chester County for the work that's done here at Birthright, and we're very, very grateful. And yeah, it will go on, and it will go on for many years to come, because there's always a need, you know, and we'll go on as long as the Lord wants us to go on. That's the bottom line. So thank you so much for being here and being with us and sharing in the joy of Birthright for the past 40 years. And please, you know, continue with us as we look forward to new life, new hopes, new dreams. We thank you for your support and encouragement, and we ask you to continue the journey with us also. We're very, very grateful, very thankful, and especially to the Lord for blessing us all these years, and know that His blessing will be upon all of you that are here today.